Hello everyone. Welcome to Next Gen Data Aspirants Community YouTube channel. Myself Suparnababu. Today I'm going to explore you about few important DAX functions. So here if you see today we are going to talk about all cross filtered, keep filters and all no blank row DAX functions. So before that I'll explain you what are the data sets here I am going to use. So let me go to the model view. Here if you see, for first initially we can start with all cross filtered. For that I am going to use these two data sets. So in the data table 1 I have all the business related data, like a region, segment, category, subcategory and all. So if I come to the data table 2, here I have transactional data. Transactional data means, so I have sales, profit, quantity, order id and discount, that and all there. So and there is a relationship between these two tables, so that is many to many. So the relationship is established between the category to category. Here if you see category to categories, and this is not a healthy relationships, and I'll tell you why these relationships I build between these two tables after completion of this all cross filtered example. So let me go to the page 19. So here what I will do, from data table 1, let's say, I'll drag category. So I'll drag category, the relationship column, furniture, office supplies, technology. And from Tata table 2, I'll drag total sales. So how I calculated this total sales measure? Simple. So total sales equal to sum of data table to sales new. This is the sales new column. So now my requirement is I want to calculate percentage of grand total. Furniture how much contributing, office supplies how much contributing, technology how much contributing. So for that, first of all what we need to do, as we discussed in the earlier videos also, we can use all function. What all will do, all will freeze the value, then it should bring this total irrespective of all these three categories. Okay, let's create one measure here. So let me click on new measure. Now here what I will do, I'll do all sales equal to calculate total sales comma all of table 2, data table 2, close the bracket, again close the bracket, click OK. Once if you click OK, now all measure is created, all sales measure. Let me drag this. Wow, hope you surprised. See, actually it should freeze the value, but it is not freezing. Again it is filtering across the different categories. Actually, as we discussed in the earlier videos also, all should filter the value. It's very surprising. Let's see why it is happening. Let me go to the data model view. Here there is a inconsistency relationship. Inconsistency relationships means it's a not a proper relationships. As part of the best practices in the data model, it's not a proper relationships, but in real time some cases we need to use many to many to avoid some requirements, to want to achieve some requirements we need to build. At that case, if you want to calculate percentage of grand total, then how? Then what is the solution? Okay, let me see the solution. Let me create one more measure. Before that, I'll copy this measure. In the interest of time saving, I'll click on new measure and I will paste. Now I'll say all CF underscore sales, all cross filtered sales. So that everything is same. In place of all, just replace this with all cross filtered, and bracket is already closed. Click OK. Now this all cross filtered sales measure was created. Just drag and drop here. Once if you drag and drop, now you see the value is phrased. The value is phrased. So initially, actually, if the relationship is one to many, it should freeze, but the relationship is many to many. That's why this all cross filtered is very helpful to create percentage of grand total. Now you know how to calculate percentage of grand total. Just you can use divide total sales divided by all CF sales, then you will get automatically percentage of grand total of for each and every respective category. So this is the case. So why this all cross filter is so helpful in real time in such a few scenarios. We need to build forcefully a many to many relationships between the two tables because of some tough requirements from the client. So in that case, if we want to calculate this kind of percentage of grand total, this all cross sales filter is so helpful. So this is all about all cross filtered. Next, let us see what is the next one. Key filters. So okay, so what I'll do, I'll adjust this and I'll put it in the one corner of the canvas. So next one is key filter. Okay, so for key filters, what I will do, I regularly go with my regular bike data. This is my bike data. So here I have all the data. Hope all of you know about this data. So here what I will do, let's say I'll take a copy of this and I'll paste. So here what I will do, I'll remove this all fields. I remove this. Now here what I will do, I'll add from the bike data, for example, country. Okay, I'll add bike data, for example, country. So in this also I'll add bike sales measure. Now I want to see the bike sales measure. Okay, fine. Let me close this. So let me drag this. Now my requirement is I want to see the Germany sales across all the countries. Now I want to see the Germany sales across the all the countries. Then what we will do, you know very well. Simply here click on this, click new measure. So now rename this as a Germany sales, calculate bike sales, comma, country equal to GERMANY, Germany, close the bracket, click OK. Okay, there is one extra bracket. Let me correct it. Click OK. Fine. Now we created the Germany sales. Okay, let's drag this Germany sales. Okay, fine, well and good. Now here if you see Germany sales, it is filtered across all the country, but it is not filtered. Why it is not filtered? Here already we are filtering this, calculate this bike sales with respect to only Germany. That's why it is showing this 35 lakhs across all the countries. So actually it is not correct because Australia we have 28 lakhs. Why here showing Germany? So now my requirement is I want to see wherever Germany sales are there in the Germany sales row only. I want to see this 35 lakhs. Remaining rows I want to see as a blanks. This is my requirement. Okay, hope you are clear. This is my requirement. For this what I will do, let me copy this in the interest of time in saving. Click bike data, click on new measure. Now here paste that measure, just here in the bracket mentioned keep filter, because now we are using the keep filter DAX function. So same, calculate bike sales. Before applying the filter condition, just use that keep filters function and close the bracket, hit enter. Once if we click this, now this Germany sales cross filtered keep filter measure completed. So drag here. So once if I drag here, now hope you are all clear. So as per my requirement, now I am able to see only wherever the Germany present in the table in with respect to the Germany row. I am able to see the Germany cells only. Remaining rows are empty. So this is all about keep filter DAX function. So next, what is that? Next we will have all no blank row. Okay, this is bit uh, confusion. Please listen carefully. Now before that, let me explain what are the tables I am going to use for that all no blank row. Let me go to the model view. First let me show the data. So in this, if you see, I have a table called order table, ORDR. So in this I have order ID, order date, segment, end date, and so end date only. So now here if you see, each and every row we have some blanks are there. If you observe, order date we have blank, end date we have one blank, segment we have one blank. Fine. So and I created one more table on top of by using this end date from the order table. If you see, calendar first date, order table, end date, last date, order table, end date, I created a calendar table on top of that. This is the calendar table I created on top of this order table. So this is about all these two tables, and I will show the relationship also. If I come here, this order table, and this is based on the relationship between the date and end date. Now let's assume this is a parent table, this is a child table. Okay, please keep in mind that this is a parent table, this is a child table. Let me go here. Now here what I will do, I will take copy of this table. Here what I'll do, I'll remove all these things, and here from the calendar table, because calendar table is a parent table, I'll take year. Okay, fine. Now we have 1 2 3 4 5 years of data is there. Okay, fine. Now let me create a few measures. So here what I will do, first I'll create a measure, all no blank rows parent, because I'm going to create for this from the parent table. So count rows, so all no blank row, just call the table name calendar table, close the bracket, close the bracket, hit enter. Okay, fine. Now I'll create one more measure. What I will do, in the interest of time saving, I will copy this, click, and I will close. Now here I'll paste that. Now this is only no all rows parent table. In place of all non-blank row, I'll just cut short all, and I'll click OK. Okay, now what I will do, I'll drag these two measures on this table. So let me adjust this width and height also. So now here if you see, all no blank rows is displaying 1340 along with one blank. See, initially there is no blank here, now it is showing one blank, and all rows is the 113.4 from the parent table. Let me go to the calendar table. So if I select, here we have 1340 distinct values. Fine. So all no blanks is not displaying the 1340, but it is displaying one row extra. How it came? So it's because of some empty values in the orders table. It's because of, see, there is a blank value. So now here all no blank correctly capturing the, there is no blanks, calculating 1340, and this is 3040, and this is some, it is finding some improper because of improper values in the child table. Now let me create another two measures from the order table quickly. So let me copy this, and let me select order table, click measure, new measure, Control V, So here I'll put child, and in the count rows I'll take order table, click OK. So in the same way I'll calculate, I'll copy this and I'll select order table and I'll click new measure and I'll paste. So here I'll take this as a child, and here in place of calendar TB I will use order order or order table, click OK. Now what I will do, I will take copy of this parent table table chart, control C control V. I think it's not copied, control V. Yeah, now it's copied. Now here what I will do, I'll quickly replace with those measures all no blanks from this one, all no blank rows child, and from this all rows. I think from this I will select all no blank, no sorry, I will select from order table all rows. Yes, now it is changed. Now I'll explain you in detail. So here what happening, here it is counting 14 as a, so here it is not counting the blank. If I go here in the order table, there is a, let me select, if you select 14 rows, 14 distinct values including the blank, but here it is not considering the blank, it is calculating the blank also. Here this function is not working. Why? Because there is a parent table, calendar table, child table is a child table. So because of this improper values in the order table, that's I would say blank values, it is not, it will not going to work on order table. That's how all no blank row will work. It's work on only parent table. That's how here it is working properly. Here it is not taking the blank also into consideration due to some values in the blank values in the child table. The same thing already written in the Microsoft documentation also. So here if I scroll down, the similar kind of example also they took. For the date time table it is showing 1280 1281, and if come to the child table it is showing the same values even though they have the blanks. That's why here they mentioned all non blank all sorry all no blank row function does not count truly blanks in a table, but only handles the blank row that is a special case generated in a parent table. So it will work only on the parent table, it not work on the, so here they mention when one or more the child table in the relationship containing non-matching values are a blank values. So that is about this all no blank row. So today we discussed about all cross filtered, keep filters, and all no blank rows. So please practice these three DAX functions, it will be helpful in real-time scenarios. So hope you all like this video. Please subscribe NextGen Data Aspirants Community YouTube channel. Please like, share, comment this video. We'll meet you in the another interesting video. Thank you all.